holidays and welcome back to my channel. This is the second week of my series, Remaking Christmas Past. And forgive my hands, I was going to do, it live, but it was just getting so long. But this is the layout that I am going to remake. And actually, I'm not going to redo everything. I'm just going to take one of the photos from this layout. This is something that I did back in, I want to say 2000. And I'm just taking the photo that was in the bottom right corner. It's a photo of my tomboy wearing a dress and hose and sitting like a little lady. And I just wanted to redo that photo. The layout that you saw before was something that was in her album that I did them 8.5 by 11, but now I'm just doing 12 by 12, well, mainly anyway. I chose a cut file kit from Hip Kits. It was free for the month of December, and it is I call it a swirly tree, and I cut it out of metallic cardstock that I had got from a paper pad from Michael's. And I'm using Pink Fresh December Days for all of my embellishments. Now this 6x6 pad is some pretty thick cardstock, and for some reason my paper trimmer did not want to cut it, and should have used my scissors. Probably would have been better because I ended up having to use my scissors anyway. And the bottom is that lovely blue, and the other page is gray with little candy canes on it. All right, I wasn't sure if I was going to put the tree overlapping the photo or the photo overlapping the tree. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I did know that I was going to use the Pink Fresh ephemera pack. It went through all of those and pulled out some of the smaller elements to make them ornaments for the tree. So now I'm using the quick, or it's like Techie glue, and it's in my fine line bottle to put the tree down. And it does get a little bit on the silver, but as soon as it dries, you can kind of rub it off, and then, then all the glue disappears. The brown, that is chipboard that I get from my work, and I'm using it for dimension instead of foam sheets. I'm using 2 layers. It glues super, super easy with the ATG gun. Putting that underneath my photo, as well as a little chipboard sticker, or it's not a sticker, it's a ephemera. It came from the ephemera pack. And because part of it's going to be hanging off, I need to add a couple layers of the chipboard to that as well. The next thing is I'm going to start working on the tree. I need to add the ornaments to that. Some of those are also going to have dimension to it. The bottom of it is it's a present with a bird, like he's pulling the string. And then I'm going to go ahead and place all of the ornaments, trying to make sure that everything is, balanced. And some of them have dimension. I have the candy canes. I have a bird up at the top with the little sprig. There's a round circle with, it was kind of plain, so I added some gold stars. And I'm having to use my pokey tool sometimes because, I use the wet glue, and now the wet glue is dry, and I need to, like hang the ornaments on the tree, and I have to be able to get to them. I was able to pop up just a little bit, so it all worked out well. Okay, now that all my ornaments are on, I need to work on my title, and I chose this. It's from Fancy Pants, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's they're navy, and I chose to call this A Beautiful Sight. And sometimes these letters, they don't stick very well, but the only one I had to actually glue down was the first letter, which was the A. And I love it that they're so thin, and it's so, it's so dainty. Once I put down my title, I need to go ahead and focus more on finishing up the star. I knew it needed a little something, So I ended up making a shaker element for the star. I didn't show that. I didn't record it because I don't do it very often. I didn't know how long it would take me to get that done. So I did it on camera. Now I used a couple sequin packets. One of them came in the click kits, and one of them I got from the Secret Nut Club. It came in my kit. I think it's called Sweet Clementine. It's by Spiegel Mom Scraps, and it has the beautiful blue sequins that coordinate well with this kit. So basically, for the shaker element, is I had a piece of acetate, and I had cut out some more of the metallic silver and did like a little frame around it. Put some foam tape or add some dimension, and then put it on top. You know, when I become more comfortable with this, I'll be able to show you how I do this. So now I have got to put those silver stars on it, and I use the Ranger Multi Matte Medium to glue them down. And I put the stars all over the top. And not only do I do stars, I also do some of the other sequins in different colors. And then the last thing I do is I do the splatters. I used it's from Shimmers. It's called Lapis Dance, and I added quite a bit of water to my little pot and found a round paintbrush, you know, like a watercolor brush, and dipped it in, and then did some splatters. And I really like the way that it turned out. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for staying tuned for all of this. I've been having some trouble with my audio. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it doesn't want to record smoothly. I'll have to figure that out. All right. Um, if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love to have you. And if you like, give me this, if you give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, ask below, and I will do my best to answer them. All right. Happy holidays, guys, and I'll see you next week.